folks, here we are. We've have put in already, and we've going underneath the trestle down in Poplar, and this is the Nolichuchy Gorge, and we just got started, and of course the water wasn't low or high; it was just perfect. It was about 13-20, and we've got Greg in the front. Big T, Levi, in the yellow boat, me in the big orange boat. And I've cut out quite a bit of the flat water stuff. And, the first of the Nolichuchy is just pretty, I mean, you don't have a lot of time in between rapids. I mean, you got a little flat water, well, flat to some degree. I mean, it definitely looks flat after you go through these rapids. But the first section here is the entrance rapid or last chance. And real nice rapid. And, there's a slew of different lines look to me like you could take. You can shoot right down the middle, over to the, more to the left or more to the right, but is with most western North Carolina and eastern Tennessee rivers, you do a lot of zigzagging back and forth. And of course we've been, this right here is on the rocks, and you can see I hit the little bitty slot, but in the direction says that you probably can't hit it unless you have prior knowledge to it. But we had actually got out and scouted this rapid. It was, I was meaning not to go through the slot, but, sometimes you go where you don't mean to go. And, of course, Levi done really good. I was actually, to me, this is one of the harder rapids is on the rocks. There's a lot of water. But anyway, we get down in the eddy down here, and everybody's dry. Greg gives us a little congratulatory first hard rapid, and it's not that me and him's not done, sizable rapids. The Nolichuchy definitely has some seriousness to it. You're a long ways from getting any help, and it definitely is no place to, unless you've had a little bit of practice, you probably shouldn't be on this section of river. But the first of it, at least the first of it, some of the harder rapids is at the first, and it's not that there's not little sections of rapids that it's got a lot of water and a lot of push to them, throughout the river, but the first of it's the punchiness of it. And of course I've cut quite a bit of the river section out here just to try to make it, but you can see even when it's not white water, you've got some roly. A lot of fun, and beautiful ride. I mean, we went during peak week. This is peak week of 2020. This coming up here is they call it Jaws, surfing wave. We just punched through it. We didn't spend a lot of time. I mean, we was getting up fall of the year, and we didn't get on the river until probably, it was close to 1:30 when we got on the river, so we knew we had to keep pounding. Here's another little rapid. I have no idea what it's called, but very scenic. The water quality was wonderful. see, see all the way to the bottom of the river, even some of the deeper holes. You see all the way to the bottom, and really enjoyed the trip. After the first couple of big rapids, of course, Jaws and On the Rocks and entrance rapid, little brother had got a little bit on the relaxed side, a little too relaxed. And when we get down here to the start of quarter mile, he had a little bit of trouble. And but we all, from time to time, we have a little bit of trouble, and we can get a little complacent or a little relaxed. And as the old saying goes, we're all in between swims. And old hippie Greg, he is a very experienced kayaker, and has rode the Grand Canyon and other things. But even this summer, he ended up with a pretty good swim over at Section 9 of the French Broad. And, he went into a hole and grabbed him and threw him upside down. And he started to roll up. When he rolled up, was slapped with a reactionary wave, put right back down, and a big horn full of water, and ended up swimming. So we all, whether it's a mistake on our part or just scenarios of the river, we all can make mistakes. But getting down here now to close to the entrance of quarter mile, and I've tried to slow it down where you can see just exactly what happened. And it was I won't make it lighter than what it is. It's a pretty dangerous place to swim, this very first section of quarter mile. And Greg's giving us some instructions here, telling us where he wants us to eddy out at. But it's not a very intimidating looking. The entrance is not intimidating looking. But there is a lot of the way that the river bends around here. You gotta stay up on the horse and keep paddling. Greg will give a little demonstration here of just how to go across, and most all of these shots is, all of them are here except for us getting the boat out here in just a second. Will be from the boom cam. Greg goes lickety split, hop, hop, hop. Here goes Lee, and he just kind of quits paddling right here, and has his paddle on the up river side. Over he goes. Kind of got his paddle stuck, and tries to do a little bit of a roll, but I was quite nervous for him with swimming here. I wasn't really paying attention to where I was at. Had to do a little brace there. And of course the boat's done stuck, Lee's done out. And now everything can slow down, and guys that was following us down in the raft were thankful that they were there and gave us a helping hand to get the boat out. The boat's stuck on the big rock right there to my left. It's completely underwater and in a terrible spot. You'll see here in just a second. Here's the boat that's pinned. Liquid Logic makes a tough darn boat though. Thing is pinned, and no buckling, no bending, no nothing. Hey! Just sitting there waiting for a little bit of help. it all went. I was a little concerned with how I was going to get a rope on that boat, but I ended up coming up the back side of the rock. I was able to kind of wade part of the way over. There's some rocks underneath there I could stay on top of, and then had to jump in and swim across the one section of rapid. But after everybody's safe, to getting the boat out, you can take your time with that. It's and me and the old hippie had done and took a swiftwater rescue course this summer. Thought it'd be real good for me. You see the little rock that's jutted out there? That's what I grabbed a hold of when I was going down the rapid to climb up on that rock. It would have been, we'd had 2,000, well, we was at 13, so I don't know, maybe, if it had been over 2,500, it would have probably been a different situation to get on that rock and get a boat out, so. But it come loose pretty easy. We didn't have to do no Z-drag or anything like that. Just had to give it a little nudge and it popped loose. The guy that was in the craft, a very experienced guy, he didn't have to tell him what I was going to do, just kind of give some hand signals, and he knows what I was going to do. I was going to try just to get in, and then I thought, well, I'm going to give him a little bit of help because I didn't want to wash behind that rock. I wanted to get above it if I come across. And, yeah. That is, that's a good way to test your dry suit out, swimming through the rapids. But we got everything out, got Lee recovered, and he had one more little incident not too far down the river, but then after that we didn't turn over anymore. And if anyone does find a white-bladed aqua-bound paddle, there's one somewhere in the Nolichuchy that Lee lost. And fortunately enough, he had a breakdown paddle, and he is able to paddle the rest of the way out using it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little bit, and of course, many more big rapids. Might let this next section play through and show you guys just a few more of the big rapids. But, it's always anyone who guides will tell you you're much safer inside the boat than out of the boat.
That was a heck of a lot safer.
Yeah, I think if you're thinking about doing a Nolichuchy, I can say that it's a wonderful river to do. Definitely get yourself some practice, and I didn't really want to do this river with just me and Levi. We had done Wilson's just with some information and things like that, but didn't really want to do this with him. And here we are, we're back on the river. Back to having a good time. It's a long day. It's we got 9 miles of river to do. It's pretty swift. I don't know what you average an hour, but you can figure on if you take your time, probably at least a 3 hours or so run. I had somehow or another knocked my boom camera. It had readjusted, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it.